Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Sally Pinto and I'm from the Yonkers Newark neighborhood naturally occurring retirement community. We launched back in January of 2020 and we're here to serve seniors 60 plus in Northeast Yonkers. We have lots of fun programs and activities, and we also have a lot of resources for you as well. Our programs include meditation chair yoga, body mind fitness, bingo, and any other programs that you might be interested, like arts and gardening. We have our resource specialist, Alexa Smith, who can help you with finding services and activities out there for you, as well as our nurse, Barbara Simone, who can help answer your health-related questions. We're here for you, we're here for our community, and we look forward to seeing you in our programs. Enjoy.
Hello, everybody. I'm Alexa Smith, the resource specialist with the Yonkers Newark. I'm here to help with application assistance, referrals for home delivered meals, and transportation services will be coming soon. We also offer Zoom activities and Zoom programs. And if you have any other questions or concerns, I'm here to help. Thank you so much and enjoy the program.
Welcome. I'm Barbara Simone, registered nurse. I recently retired from Westchester County's Health Department as a public health nurse. I am now here to try to assist you with any medical or preventive care issues. Enjoy this program, and I'm looking forward to working with you.
Let's just get right into it. So these mobility, these workouts are gonna be from a sedentary position, right? So we want to find a chair that has a nice back. I'm assuming that everybody has a standard chair with a nice back support. So I'm just gonna go ahead and sit down. All right. And so the focus when we're doing any of these things is we want to be in an active seating position, right? So we want to be sitting up tall, not necessarily resting our back on the chair. We want to imagine, right, like Elaine says, that there's a string pulling our neck towards our ceiling, elongating our spine, all right? Okay, good. And as you can see, make sure you have some water nearby. As part of the challenge, this is day 2 for my 75 hard challenge, so I had to drink a gallon of water a day. Surprisingly enough, it's not as easy as you think. Like you think that it'd be easy to drink a gallon of water, but I mean, I work out a lot, and I was drinking water till 10:30 last night. So let me take a sip. I'm actually adjust this camera a little bit so we kind of can do that. All right. So the first exercise we're going to do, we're going to start relaxing the neck. Again, sit up tall. What we're going to do is we're going to rotate our head with our chin to the right side. And then we're going to come back to neutral position looking forward. And then we're going to do the same thing to the left, and we're going to do those for a set of 10. So beginning now, if I look over my shoulder, some of us might have a little bit of mobility issues. Give it a little bit of a, so for me, there's an opportunity here. If you notice, becoming very aware of your body, going into our muscles, mind-body connection. Part of what's going on here as we extend is become very curious. We feel a bit of a stretch, but then we also feel tension on the right-hand side. So there's an opportunity for some isometric muscle building here. So as we turn, we want to squeeze this right side of our neck muscle to the extent that we can, doesn't have to be crazy, in order to generate the stretch on the other side. That's 1, come back to neutral. We're gonna come over to the left, and that's 1. Nice little squeeze at the end there, back neutral, over to the right. Good, back neutral, to the left. Good, that's 2. Neutral, back to the right. Good, nice little squeeze. That's 3. Over to the left, squeeze, back neutral. That's 4. To the right. Back neutral. To the left. Back neutral, that's 6. To the right. Back neutral. To the left. 7. To the right. Back neutral. Left. 8. 2 more. To the right. Back neutral. To the left. 9. Are we gonna make it? One more. Home stretch. Neutral. To the left. 10. Okay, good. All right, good. Oh, so I don't know. I get a little wiggly worm, so sitting up in an upright position. Shake it out. Now what we're gonna do is we're going to work the front and the rear of our neck muscles. So simply we're gonna be, I know sometimes if we suffer from a stiff neck, what we're going to do is we're going to aim towards touching our chin to our chest, but it doesn't have to be a very deliberate, if it doesn't touch, you just manage your own range of motion. So we're gonna look down, and then we're going to look up. And we're gonna do that for a set of 10. Now, when we look up, again, all of these, you might hear a little bit of cracking in your neck, a little bit of grinding. So manage your own range of motion. Yeah, if you can't go all the way, go as far as you can. So let's begin looking down, looking up, then come back neutral. 1, look down, look up, come back neutral. 2, look down, look up, come back neutral. 3, look down, look up, come back neutral. 4, look down, look up, come back neutral. 5, look down, look up, come back neutral. 6, look down, look up, neutral. 7, down, up, back neutral. 8, look down, look up, neutral. 9, almost there, look down, look up, neutral. 10, all right, that was close, didn't think I was gonna make it. All right, shake it out, yeah. It's funny because you notice it requires a lot of effort to sit up straight, yeah, that's why we all suffer from this hunchback situation, so we're always trying to correct ourselves, so, it's wiggle it out, get those muscles relaxed again. Now we're gonna sit up straight. Now we're gonna go into our shoulder rolls. Hands at our sides, we're gonna roll the shoulders back for 10, and then we're gonna roll the shoulders forward for 10. First, we're gonna roll the shoulders back. As we roll the shoulders back, again, mind-body connection. Get in touch with those muscles that are moving around over there, and get those extra squeezes in there. Being very deliberate in your motions, not just rolling the shoulders just for the sake of rolling the shoulders. You feel the joints moving, but really get into that squeeze. You're gonna feel not only your shoulders, but the middle trapezius muscles, the middle back muscles really get engaged. The more you squeeze, the more activated you get, the more blood goes into the muscles, and the stronger they become. All right, so from the upright position, right, straight, pulling our head towards the ceiling, we're going to shrug up and roll back for 1. 1, come back to neutral. Yeah, we're gonna do this nice and easy, nice and slow. We're not gonna rush into the rolls, 1 at a time. Shrug up, pull back, squeeze, come back down, relax into neutral. Up, shrug up, pinch back, roll back, relax into neutral. That relax into neutral shouldn't be forced, just on the way down from back, just relax those muscles and the shoulders will come back right into neutral position. That was 3, I believe. Up, shrug up, pinch it back, roll, engage those muscles. 4, shrug up, pinch those muscles back, relax into neutral. 5, shrug up, roll back, feeling those muscles, getting in touch. 6, shrug up, roll it back, relax into neutral. 7, shrugging up, rolling back, relaxing. 8, shrugging up, rolling back. 9, shrugging up, rolling back. And 10, good. Okay, shake it out. Move your body around, give your spine a little bit of a break. Lean back, get back into position. All right, good. Now we're gonna do 10 shoulder rolls forward. Sitting up straight, string popping out of your head, pulling you to the ceiling. Now the same idea. We're gonna shrug up and we're gonna roll forward. And then we're gonna relax into neutral, okay? So here we go, shrugging up, rolling forward, relax into neutral. Shrug up, rolling forward, relax into neutral, that's 2. If in these exercises you find yourself all of a sudden getting hunchback, take a second, fix your posture, become very, very aware of where your body position is, yeah? So shrugging up, rolling forward, relaxing to neutral, that back is still straight. Shrug up, roll forward. I think that's 4. I might have miscounted. Shrugging up, rolling forward, relaxing into neutral, back is still straight. 5. Shrugging up, rolling forward, relaxing into neutral. That relaxes to be real smooth. We're not pushing it into relax. Shrugging up, rolling forward. 7. Shrugging up, rolling forward. 8. Shrugging up, rolling forward. 9. Shrugging up, rolling forward. 10. Okay, shake it out, lean back, give your spinal column a little bit of a break, and do what you gotta do. Once we move away from that upright position, you can feel the tension release, you feel a little bit of relax. I'm going to deviate a little bit from Elaine's workout a little bit, because I think there's an opportunity here to build a little bit more strength in the neck. I think the neck is a very important muscle group that does not get worked out enough. It's not going to be crazy, but what we want to do, again, like I said, we're going to do some isometric muscle building. Very simple. What we're going to do is we're going to do left, right, forward, and back. Now that we have our shoulders, our traps, our neck nice and loose from those movements, we're going to hold. What we're going to do is we're going to pick our right hand up. We're going to hold it up to the side of the head, just above the ear, and we're going to put pressure. We're going to push against the hand. You know, it doesn't have to be ridiculous, just a little bit of pressure, and we're gonna feel it on the opposite side of the neck. Yeah. So we're gonna hold that for a 10 count on each side. So I'm gonna start with my right side. Yeah, okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Yeah. Now we start feeling on the inside. Now I'm going to go into the left side. My left hand up above my ear, just about, reaching my ear and my temple, wherever is comfortable, elbow out. We're going to push our head against our left hand. Ready, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now we're gonna work our front muscles in our neck. And the way we're going to do that, you can use two hands, you can use one hand. I would say if you're gonna use two hands, make a fist with one hand, cover it with the other, and create something like a chin rest for yourself. You can just use one hand, but let's just do two hands, one fist, wrap your fingers around the other hand, and create a bit of a chin rest. Back straight, remember, let's not lean over, back straight, chin rest, and we're gonna push our chin down into our hands and create resistance. So we're not going to let it go. I'm gonna do it again for the 10 count. Again, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now this one, hopefully nobody has shoulder mobility issues. This one might be a little bit uncomfortable. We're going to be taking our hands, locking the fingers together, put them behind our head, and we're going to push our head back while our hands pull back straight. And we're going to count. We're going to start pushing. Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. All right. All right. Relax. Relax the spinal column. Give yourselves a break. Those exercises are called isometric exercises. They're very, very effective. You remember, I remember when we would get in trouble in school and the teachers used to ask us to hold our books like this. Actually, they were doing us a favor because they were building up our muscles. People like Bruce Lee have implemented isometric holds. I've used them to strengthen up my my pull-up. So whenever you're struggling on a push or on a pull, you can, for example, just hang in that static position, and causing those muscles to be engaged actually strengthens them. It's almost like you're pushing or pulling an infinite amount of weight, and by effect, you're actually strengthening up those muscles. And like I said before, the neck muscles, those are one of those muscles that we hardly ever work out, although it's in charge of holding up our most important asset, which is our head, our skull, our brain. And I forget what the standard statistic is. Our head weighs about 10 to 12 pounds. So it's not like it's up there. It's not like we're airheads, right? There is mass in there, and the more you work it out, the less you're gonna have those tweaks and that kind of thing like that, those muscle pinches or something like that. All right, so if you see me swatting something, I have a fruit fly in here. It's driving me crazy. I haven't been able to get him out of here. All right, now what we're going to do, we're going to start working. We're going to work out our shoulders and our biceps together. So from our upright position, string to the ceiling, we're going to do some front raises. So shoulder front raises, what we're going to do is we're going to lift our right arm up to about shoulder level. If you can do it higher, that's going to be more, what would you say, more muscle building, more tension. But sometimes when people have shoulder issues, there might be mobility issues. So if you feel pain beyond shoulder height, then don't worry about it. If you are okay going above your head, then by all means, you'll feel the burn, the lactic acid, the muscle building component start kicking in once you go above shoulder level. And then we're going to come back down. We're going to switch the arms. Same idea. I'm going to go slightly above shoulder level. Okay. And then we're going to do those for 10 on each arm. So that was 1 and 1. Up with the right, making sure our posture is proper. Down with the right. Up with the left. All of these are going to be very controlled. Down with the left, that's 2. Keeping that posture. Up with the right. Down with the right. Up with the left, sitting up tall, remember. Down with the left, that's 4. Up with the right. Down with the right. Up with the left. Down with the left. Up with the right. Down with the right. Up with the left. I believe that's 6. Up with the right. Down with the right. Up with the left. I suffered a rotator cuff injury years ago, so there's a little bit of a pop that happens in my left. That's 8. Up with the right. Nothing to be afraid of. If you have a little bit of pop in, just be mindful that you don't want to do anything that's going to hurt you or put you in a bad predicament. So be very mindful, be very aware if you're feeling pain or if it's discomfort or if it's just one of those things that, you know, your muscles or your joints pop when it moves. Doesn't mean you have to be afraid of it. Just be very mindful, and I believe that's 10 of things that might be putting you in a bad predicament. You know, we don't want to risk any kind of injuries or put you on the disabled list or anything like that. All right, so now let's work our biceps. Okay, so these are just going to be simple bicep curls. We're going to rotate our hands out, palms up. Right there, automatically, you're going to feel your forearms open up, your forearms flare up. Blood's going to start rushing in. It's not a neutral position for us, so that takes effort. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our right hand first. We're going to open up that palm, and then we're going to curl it as far as we can until we feel a nice little squeeze at the top. Everybody's mobility is going to be different. And then we're going to keep it open as we bring it back down. And then we're going to, nice and easy, bring it back to neutral. You're going to feel that forearm relax. All right, now we're going to go to the left arm. And we're going to rotate palm up. Fire those muscles in our forearm. Pull it up. Curl that arm. Squeeze that bicep to the point that you're comfortable. Keeping the palm up, we're going to drop that arm back down. Rotate that palm back in, and there's a bit of a relief there. Okay, palm up on the right hand, right arm, palm up, curl, all the way up to the top, squeeze. Palm, keeping the palm up, we're going to drop that hand, palm in. Remind you about your posture. Yeah, make sure you got a nice tall back. Left arm, palm out, curl, and get that squeeze. With the palm out, we're gonna drop it. That's 2. All right, on the right, we're gonna pick up the pace a little bit. Curl down with the palm up, neutral. Left arm, palm up, curl down. Good, with the palm up, neutral. 4, right, palm up, down, neutral. Left, palm up, curl, down, neutral. 5, right, up, left, up, 6, right, up, palm up, come back down, left, up, 7, neutral. Remember, rotate that fist, palm up, neutral, left palm up, 8, right palm up, neutral, left palm up, 9, right palm up, neutral, left palm up, and down, neutral. Good. All right. All right. Shake out those arms. Give your back a bit of a break. All right. So now what we're going to work on is this little exercise that Elaine showed me. That's, I think it's fantastic. These little muscle building exercises. Funny how like the littlest things you feel the burn. You know, muscles that you typically don't use before, but they're very important to how we move around in the world. Especially for me, since I have rotator cuff issues on my left side. I don't remember the name of this exercise, but what we want to do. Okay, so first things first is that for those of us who already know this exercise, you've heard this explanation before. But our range of motion when we put our elbow out, and some of us are limited to our range of motion. So I don't want you guys to focus on whether you want your elbow to be as far out as possible, but if this is where it can be without, overexerting yourself, then that's where it's going to be. The motion is going to be going from the side, and we're going to bring that hand behind our skull. We're going to feel the rear shoulder get fired up. And that's going to be the budget. But again, if your range of motion keeps your elbow out here, fair enough, that's where it's going to be. For those of us that can keep that elbow out, we're going to keep that elbow out. All right. And so we're going to do it for each side. So we're going to start with the right hand side. All right. Again, posture. Now here we go. Pull that string, nice and tall back. Hands at your side, beginning with the right hand side, and we're going to go 1 for 1. So we're going to keep that. Let's do palm out, and we're going to start bending at the elbow, and bring that hand behind the skull for a quick pause, and then we're going to come back down, nice and slow. All right, left arm, palm out, bend at the elbow, start picking that shoulder up, hand behind the skull, down. That's 1. Right palm out, bend at the elbow, hand behind the skull, 2. Left arm, 2. Nice and slow. These little movements like this is not like a bench press or some sort of explosive movement. We want to be very careful. There's a lot of little moving parts going on in those joint muscles there. All right, I believe that was 4. Five. Right arm up. 6. Left arm up. 6. Right arm up. 7. Right arm up. 8. Right arm up. 9. Arm up. 9. And last one. Right arm up. Down. Left arm up. And 10. All right. Very, very, very good. Lean back, wiggle around. Those shoulders are starting to burn a little bit. I'm sure mine are starting to burn a little bit. Good stuff. All right. Now, with what we're going to do is the opposite of what we did with these. We're going to put our hands behind our back. Now, I'm going to have to sit a little bit towards the edge of my seat to get my hand behind, right? So what we're going to do is simply go from our seated position, and we're going to reach back behind our back. And the motion is a very small motion, but notice the exercise with rotator cuff, with shoulder muscles. Let me just explain something. Our rotator cuff is made up by 3 muscles that actually is what's called the cuff, right? So these exercises for the shoulder muscle and stuff like that, they're very small exercises, but they're very focused, yeah? So even though, you know, they might not seem like this, whenever you see, if anybody has had any rehab on the shoulders, they give you like little exercises with rubber bands, and the range of motion for rebuilding or for strengthening or rehabbing physical therapy of your shoulders are very small motions. You're usually pulling in or pushing out or that kind of thing. So that's what we're accomplishing here with this little motion right here. We're going to rotate and basically flex those muscles and nice and calmly put that hand behind our back from that seated position. So let me sit here sideways. We're going to go 1 and 1 on each side, alternating the side. So from here, I'm going to do 1, and the nice and easy, extend it out. And then the left, although you can't see it, can do the same thing. 1. Nice and easy, right? Rotating that shoulder, bringing that hand back, and basically my knuckles should be meeting my spine, and you're gonna feel it. I mean, there is tension there. Good. I think that was 3. Left. 3. Right. 4. Left. 4. Right. 5. Left. 6. One thing I should clarify, it's not just, you're not letting your hand hang down. We want to have a bend in the elbow so that you're raising the hand not too much, but you want it on the upper part of your lower back. I think that was 6. 6. 7. 7. 8. 8. 9. 9. 10. And 10. Good. All right. Shake it up, relax, yeah. And then turn this thing around. Okay, good. So I'm going to take this opportunity and take a sip of my gallon of water. Again, if you guys didn't hear, I am doing a challenge, a 75-day challenge. And one of the requirements, one of the rules is that I must drink a gallon of water a day. And although, you know, it's you know, you hear that it's recommended that, you know, we should be drinking a gallon, but it's not an easy thing to do. I say that with a caveat, being that I'm not used to drinking, or like, you know, we're all not used to drinking the amount of water that we should be. Maybe that's why it's harder. All right, so we are going to move on to our core, okay? We're gonna start off with our lateral, what are these called? Lateral raises, yeah? We're gonna go nice and easy, nice and slow. From our seated position, we're going to basically act as if, we're gonna feel as if there's a weight pulling us down. What we don't want to do is we don't want to bend our back, we don't want to be bent over, yeah? We want it to be just right to the side, as if there's a weight pulling, in this case, my right arm down, as if I'm holding like a gallon of paint or something like that, right? So I'm sitting at the edge of the seat, I am going to allow my right arm to drop, and I'm gonna pull it up and do the opposite with my left. And that's gonna be 1. And then I'm gonna come back down to the right, and then to the left. 2, keeping that posture up straight, right? Left, 3, right, left, 4, right, left, 5, right, left, 6, right, left, 7, right, left, 8, right, posture up, left, 9, right, left, 10, and there we go. Good. All right, relax, shake it out, give yourself a little bit of a curve back, okay? Now we're going to still focus on the core, but we're gonna work on the transverse plane rotation, yeah? So what we're going to do is we're gonna pick up our elbows, pick up our arms, have them parallel to the ground, and we're gonna have those elbows be what pulls us and guides us. It's gonna help us keep our posture up, and we're gonna follow the direction of the elbow. So I'm gonna ask that you guys turn to your right. Again, all of our range of motion is going to vary. So don't be upset if you can't, pull a 360-degree turn, or, at least, 90-degree turn. You're going to feel the squeeze in your ab and in the opposite side of your lower back. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the right and squeeze. Yeah, feel that pressure, don't run away from it. Once you kind of get into that squeeze, sit in that squeeze and then relax, come back to neutral and come back to the left. Squeeze, good, 1, come back to neutral, go to the right, squeeze, good, come back to neutral, go to the left, squeeze. Is that 2 or 3? Now when in doubt, -1. Right, squeeze. This is gonna be 3, good. Hold on a second, I think you guys, I don't know, I'm getting a call, let me, I don't know if I lost you guys for a second. All right, going back to 3. Okay. I believe that's 4. We might be doing a couple extra ones. That doesn't hurt. 5. Right. 6. Right. Left. 7. Right. Left. 8. Right. Neutral. Left. Neutral. 9. Right. Neutral. Left. Neutral. 10. All right, good. You got some extra shoulder workout on those, that shoulder burn. Okay, good. Now, finally, what we're going to do here is I'm going to take advantage and do some leg extensions. We're going to do 1 leg at a time. Okay, so depends on where you're sitting, it's going to be a little, if you can brace yourself, if you can grab onto something, you'll be able to kind of manage the distribution of your weight a little bit. And what we're going to do, I know flexibility is an issue, right? So I'm going to try to raise my leg up from this position as high as I can, but there's going to be a counter force from my hamstring pulling it down. So if you can, the idea is to be able to find that sweet spot that you can fully extend your leg and not have your hamstring pull it down. So if it's down here, then fine, right? The idea is that we want to engage those quad muscles. We don't want to kind of be stuck here and have our hamstring limit our range of motion. So find where that sweet spot is for you. And what we're going to do is we're going to start kicking that leg out. Okay, so we're going to start with the right for 10 and then the left for 10. Okay, so here we go. 1. And if you want to find that, if that sweet spot is challenging your hamstring, that's fine. Challenging is fine, but where you can't move it, that's not fine. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Relax. Put that leg down. By challenging my hamstring, I'm getting some exercise. I'm getting some extension on that hamstring. I'm also, by raising it a little bit, I'm not only working the quad, but I'm also feeling the workout in my hip flexor, my hip abductor. Okay? So now we're going to switch over to the left. And posture, remember, sitting up, I'm going to have to sit up the end of the bed. I'm going to brace myself on the seat and begin with the extension. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. All right. Last but not least, our hands. So we're going to do some hand squeezes and some wrist rolls, and that should pretty much wrap it up. All right. What we're going to do, I want you to rotate your hand squeezes inside and out. When we're upwards, I'd like for you to raise your palms up and squeeze, which is going to engage not only your hand muscles, but also your forearm muscles. Then down, you'll be fine with just palms up. Palms facing out, squeeze. Palms facing up, squeeze, okay? We're gonna do those for 10 each. So we're gonna go 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Good. All right. Good. Shake those out. All right. Now for the wrist rolls, I would say keep a light grip, light fist-like grip, and try to rotate as much as you can. Now we're going to go to the inside for a full 10, and then we're going to go to the outside for a full 10. And we're getting some extra shoulder workouts on these little hand exercises. Okay, if the shoulder workout is too much, right, you can always use your knees as a spotter, right? Okay, so worst comes to worst, we're gonna have to sacrifice our posture, but if you need to use the spotter, otherwise what we're gonna do, hands shoulder height, light grip on the fist, and we're gonna go to the inside, full rotations, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Shake them out, shake them out. Now, wrist rolls to the outside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Good. Shake them out. And as they say, put your left foot in, put your right foot in, and hokey pokey all about. And that's that's it for Charlie Murphy here at the HardKnocks Boxing Club. I hope you enjoyed it.
Hi, everyone. This is Z from Yonkers Public Library. Thanks so much to Sally Pinto and Alexis and Barbara from Newark. Thank you to our community partners, WJCS, the City of Yonkers Office for the Aging, Westchester County Legislator Ruth Walter, Friends of Crestwood Library, and Yonkers Public Library for making this phenomenal partnership. And we thank each and every one of you for being part of our wellness community. Be well, stay well.